If we're broadcasting our vlog from a Walmart, you'll know 40 people showed up.
Along these roads we roam, we find adventure through traveling, camping, boondocking, and exploring.
Hello everybody and welcome to Vlogcast episode number 37. My name is Russ.
I'm Kerry.
And we are the roads we roam. We're a couple living in our little guy Max full time. We do this vlog Monday through Friday, 5 times a week. On Saturdays, we have a video we like to call our Faces and Places, and basically we take the camera with us all week, and you get to see what we see and also what we've been talking about all week long. And then there's 2 opportunities where we get to talk to you live. That is Friday night at 8 p.m. Eastern, and again Sunday at 1 p.m. Eastern.
And if you can't catch this video during the week, don't forget you can always catch it via our podcast, and you can find those on Spreaker or iTunes.
Definitely.
And that's just the audio version of this. So.
Before we move on, why don't we ask a quick little favor of y'all? If you could like and subscribe, that would be great. We'd really appreciate that. Thank you so much. All right, that's enough. We won't ask again. Let's move on.
All right, so we are in Hernando, but tomorrow we're heading out. We're going to be out for, I'm not sure how long. We're going to be all loosey-goosey and just kind of see how long. You know, we're using it as a home base. We will come back here for a little bit. But, I don't know, a week or 2, maybe?
Yeah, who knows? We'll just see. We'll just go.
Yes.
We'll
well,
see
I know where we're not going.
Yeah, we're not going to Key West. Oh, my goodness.
We'll get into that in just a few moments.
Wow.
But, so the weather was gorgeous today.
Again.
In the 70s.
Yes.
I will take it. Yes.
Yeah, I tell you,
never
man.
Complain about that.
The weather has been so nice the last couple of days. Made up for our first couple of weeks, anyways.
Y'all can't see, but Abby is just...
Oh, yeah, she's sprawling all over the place.
Full advantage of rolling all over the bed at the moment. Yes, but the weather has been gorgeous, so we took advantage of that. Mm-hmm. Today we washed Teddy. We washed our little guy, Max.
Yep, we got the ladder out and the big long brushes and got everywhere that we could think of. And also did the pass-through.
Yes, and what happened when you cleaned out the pass-through?
I don't know.
So we finally broke down. We thought we bought a level.
Oh,
before we moved. And, you know, we hit the road and we just couldn't find it. And with everything, you know, with all the rain coming down, we looked, we thought, in the pass-through. Couldn't find it, so Russ finally broke down, I just think, maybe 4 or 5 days ago. Yeah. Bought another level. Yeah. When Russ cleaned out the pass-through and pulled everything out, I hear, guess what I found?
Yeah, you know, that pass-through started to be kind of like a junk drawer, you know?
Yeah.
So
I think we need to work that into the rotation of areas we definitely need to clean. Now, it's understandable. We literally had no opportunity to before.
Yeah, well, you know, I mean, I knew we had a level. I just couldn't find it, so...
And one of the things that Russ noticed, and we'll show this in our Saturday video, rain did not seep in there at all. It was nice and tight that way. But because we were traveling in areas that were just so saturated, whenever we would have the chalks down or different things and we traveled, we'd put them back in and they would still be wet. Yep. Moisture did get in there. And so when he pulled everything out, you could just see what was it, like a discoloration? Yeah,
it was a discolorization under the pad, you know, the mat, our big outdoor mat that we have.
Oh, that's where that was. Okay.
Yeah.
So we let that air out. I feel better about it, just getting everything nice and dry.
It's nice and dry in there. You know, and it's not also just... you know, wet items from all the rain and stuff. You know, occasionally we'd throw a hose back there. Well, not occasionally. That's where our water hose goes. And, you know, sometimes I wouldn't have enough time, or I didn't get it to drain completely. So, you know, that added to water in there as well.
Torrential rains are coming down as you're unhooking.
Yeah, exactly.
That's understandable. So we got that all set. Russ even went out to get our spare propane tank filled because when we do head out, we plan on dry camping for a couple nights. And I didn't think about this before. The weather's supposed to be great. So
yeah, we won't need air conditioning.
Well, we won't need heating.
Yeah, that's what I mean, heating.
For the heating. But when he drove back, I said, you know what? I know it was good that we were doing it, but now I just remembered the biggest reason why we need it, because our refrigerator will be operating.
Yeah, we'll have to operate the refrigerator off of propane instead of AC.
We've never tested that yet.
Yeah, we have.
Well, no, I mean in short spurts.
Yeah.
But not operating the refrigerator solely off
Okay,
of
I see what you're saying. Yeah, you're right. We have not done, an overnight type deal with it. But that's coming here soon.
We'll see how long it lasts.
Yeah.
I will say, though, this propane tank that we put on, this was the one from Georgia.
Oh, boy, I don't remember.
But we've been using
know.
it for cooking. We've used it for...
No, we got this in Tennessee.
Oh, this
still.
is the one we got in Tennessee.
Yep.
But it's still lasting us. I wouldn't be too surprised if we still get to use it for a while more, but I feel better knowing that we're not just out in the middle of nowhere having it.
Yeah, no, propane lasts a good while, so we should be good to go. Well, I know we're good to go because we probably got about a half tank, what's on the trailer right now, and a brand new tank sitting inside Black Betty. I don't know if we already talked about it, but we got the oil changed on Black Betty today. I went prepared, man. I had a full charge on my iPhone. I had my headphones.
This is so not fair.
I had 2 magazines with me. I was set.
Y'all don't understand. When we were living in El Paso, I would normally do that. I would go down to the dealership because he was at work and I could work wherever, and it would take hours. I'd be stuck there half a day. He was in and out in 45 minutes.
Yep.
45 minutes. That is so not fair.
Yeah. Well, it worked out. I was nice and happy with that.
Well, I'm glad.
Well, I was actually a little upset because I was just sitting back I'd finished a little tutorial I'm doing. I'm trying to learn German. So I was doing my Duolingo tutorial on German, and I got my goal is to get 15 minutes of that in a day, of practicing German in a day. So I got that done, and then I just sat back to dive into this American History magazine article about Tecumseh. And right when I was getting into it, Mr. Balbirona, I was like, are you kidding me? Get somebody else.
Did they try to upcharge you on anything?
No. Because when I went in, I told them, we just had the tires changed. All I want is the oil change.
Okay. Well, they didn't...
And they did the inspection.
I'd be surprised that usually they'll try to push, you need these extra air filters and stuff, which I knew we didn't because we had them done before we left. But I'm always curious to see how honest some of these dealerships are when they try to push certain
They know
things.
a mechanic when they see one.
Yeah. They were scared with you. Get them through the door.
Okay, moving along here.
Oh, I don't know if I can get through this now. So, today's topic I wanted to talk about because I was just so frustrated today.
Yeah.
Trying to plan and where we're going to go. Now, I understand this is the downside of not Uber planning every single thing months and months in advance. But I was trying to look and see if there was anything down in the Key West area. And there's nothing.
Yeah.
But here's where I really got irritated. Some of these, you can go through reserveamerica.com and you can check some of the locations, and it says you can check the option next available date. And I'm checking these in August. Every single campsite at
August 2019, huh?
August 2019.
Yeah,
For 2 days you could get the book.
These people, a lot of them will cancel. They'll cancel out. We know this, and it's a common thing to do, and it for us it's difficult because we're needing them now, but these people will go ahead and set their reservations for a year out, thinking, oh, if we do go, or maybe we'll be in that area.
I think it's just gotten to the point because you can't get in anywhere unless you even try. And the sad part about an area like Key West, you might get a chance if you could go there as a walk-in.
Yeah.
But it's Key West. You're way out there. So if you don't find any room anywhere, you got to go all the way back. So it's not like a lot of other places where you can kind of just hop on and off somewhere.
Yeah, but I mean that's definitely what people are doing, right?
But a lot of these campgrounds are getting booked a year in advance. So my suggestion, if there's a key place that you really, really want to go to and you know it can only be during a certain time frame, I guess book it as early as this is the one caveat to my rule about kind of not planning. The way the game is being played now, it looks like you have to book those really far out in advance.
Yeah.
You know, I guess we'll do Key West on the next loop around. Thankfully, we have
we may
relatives
have
down
to
this way,
we may have to do a year out reservation. I'm not interested in being there in August. I'll tell you that much right now. It's so humid down there in August.
Well, we're going to be. That would be a quick drive from Alaska.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying I'm not interested in being there in August, so don't even think about reserving it for that time.
However, anybody else that's looking, there's 2 days available in August.
In August. Yeah, well, we actually did find one spot, and it was
$155
for like an interior spot within a camp. A really,
and I did the aerial
nothing exciting.
Yeah, I did the aerial view on it, and it looked like this giant parking lot, and it would have been like smack down in the middle of this parking lot. So so we could have gone down there, but we opted not to.
No, $155. It's not worth it to me.
No. So what do you do if you're looking at other places? Because this is happening all over, not just Key West.
Mm-hmm.
And if you are looking for places, what we did, because even in Florida this time of year,
there's a lot of people down here. A lot of RVs down here.
And they're booked, and they're in the $60, $80 range. Think outside the box. There are a lot of county and city campgrounds that I found that you don't make reservations online. They require you to call.
Yeah, they're first come, first serve, right?
Mm-hmm. So, for example, I was looking down at Kissimmee Lake area, and I checked all the other campgrounds around that were online, that you could book online. They were all booked.
Mm-hmm.
And then I reached out to a county one, and I talked to the guy, and he said, I have 50 sites available, only 10 are booked. We don't take reservations. It's first come, first serve, but I doubt 40 people are going to come in by this weekend. So $20 a night.
We'll let you know if we're broadcasting our vlog from a Walmart. You'll know 40 people showed up.
Last minute. Maybe we shouldn't put this video out right now. But no, think outside of the box. Some of these county and city campgrounds. And then I also found we are members of Harvest Hosts, and we have 2 really cool ones that we're going to be doing. And that you just call up and you talk to them and they let you.
And we've got ours confirmed. Those 2 coming up.
We got ours confirmed.
Yeah. So this Saturday's Faces and Places video will be pretty cool because we'll be showing you guys some Harvest Host stuff, and I'm excited because I've never done a Harvest Host.
Yeah, it's our
so it'll
first
be
one.
new for us. So and I guess not just on that Faces and Places. If you just kind of want to see it and get the feel of it, that'll be that Faces and Places. But I'm sure we'll be talking about it, on one of the vlogs coming up here before then.
Oh, definitely. The whole process. I've read about it, read a lot of the reviews. We've been a member, but we just haven't been able to use it yet.
Mm-hmm.
And while I was looking around at all this stuff, I figured, why would I pay $80 a night to stay somewhere when we've got this? Let's see.
So there are no Harvest Hosts down in the Keys?
No.
Oh, well.
No. I figure anybody that has space, they're probably tuned into that and are making money off of that.
Yeah.
No boondockers welcome either from what I could see. But, it's one of the things now that we're finding. I've heard about it before. There was an article in, I think it was a Trailer Life magazine or an Escapees magazine about 3 or 4 months ago, where they interviewed a couple, and they said they're retired, but their full-time job is RVing, and what they meant by that is it takes them so long to plan where they're going to stay for the 6 months out to guarantee them spaces. And the days of just pulling up into a campground and there being room are gone for the most part.
Yeah, and that doesn't sound like a whole lot of fun. I know you do a lot of it. I mean, but I know we don't spend, 6 months ahead of time, this is where we're going. We have rough ideas, where we're going. To me, boy, that would be a real drag trying to secure 6 months of living. Yeah, exactly. I
do like the challenge of it. I don't want to get bogged down and plan 6 months out because I want to be nimble. I want to be flexible to be able to go and do different things. But it is a little stressful.
Yeah.
To have to go through and check 30 different campgrounds and not find a single place that has a spot, even a dry camping spot. But I finally figured stuff out. We're good to go for the next week or so.
Yeah, you did a fantastic job. I know this morning you were just, oh my goodness, Russ, everything is taken,
Well, I think it'll get easier as we do this more. It wasn't intuitive for me to think of the county and city parks.
Yeah, and again, this is kind of something that we've preached on several other vlogs before, but just remaining flexible. Flexible is maybe staying at a Walmart one night. Flexible is, finding different harvest hosts. Flexible is looking at county campgrounds. Now, we've talked about state parks and national parks, but in today's vlog, I've even heard you mention county and city, and I don't think we've ever mentioned those before.
No, and that I just came across, and I checked out pictures and videos from this location. I was like, it's really nice.
Yeah.
Which I would have never thought about before. So we will report on that one and let you know if it really is nice. But from what I've seen online so far, it looks nice.
I'm looking forward to it. Should make a good video.
So on to our comments.
Oh, okay.
So Bill T made a comment in regard to our video from yesterday where we were talking about specifically when you try to beat Google's estimated time.
Yeah, I'm not the only person.
When we put in navigation, and he said all males see Garmin as a personal challenge.
Yeah, yeah. I did when I didn't have a trailer behind us, but now that we have a trailer behind us, I don't play with trying to beat it.
I thought that was funny. So
yeah, it was. I got a kick out of it.
So back on the 12th, Carla and Kenneth had messaged on Facebook that they were picking up their little guy Max. They had just bought one. They were going to get it on the 15th. And so I just wanted to circle around, touch base with you.
Yes.
See how it's going. We're really happy for you.
Definitely.
And so just wanted to let you know we were thinking about
Congrats, you guys. Yay. I know you're going to love it.
And then this weekend over our coffee hour, Lynn Castleman had asked us if we had checked out another RV called the Intech Soul. And I hadn't heard of it. Mm-hmm. But of course I checked it out after. It is very cool.
Yeah.
It's got this space agey look. And
that's the one you were showing me this morning.
Window. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, it's a very cool little rig.
Kind of a similar layout, but the furnishings inside are different. I do like what they did with the bathroom where there's a door, not glass.
Yeah, it's completely enclosed.
I think for us, though, it didn't have as much storage as what the little guy Max has.
Yeah.
But I do like how they have the dinette set up, and I like the bathroom set up, and I love that big window. The only thing is you can't open it.
It looked very cool, too. I'm sure that'll get a lot of looks. Like we get a lot of, when we're stopping at a rest stop or gas station, we get a lot of people say, oh, can I take a look inside? I'm sure that unit will do the same thing because it doesn't look like your typical trailer.
It kind of reminds me of a newer twist on some of those old 50s and 60s, when they had that space agey look. That's what it reminded me of. I'm hoping to see when we go to the RV show here in 2 weeks.
Yeah, definitely. One thing that I'm looking forward to that RV show that we're going to is I know Little Guy Max is going to be there. I don't know whether it's going to be whether it's going to be the manufacturers are actually going to be there or if it's just going to be dealers. But I'm looking forward to looking at the Mini Max a little bit because we didn't ever see one of those in person.
No, they didn't have one.
No, they just had the Max. So I'm looking forward to that. But I'm also looking forward to seeing something like what you mentioned. See if there's some new rigs out there. Maybe we'll do some videos. So anyways, guys, thank you so much for your tips, your questions, your comments, your concerns. We love them. Keep them coming. We've got many different avenues to contact us. Carrie, why don't you tell them how they can get a hold of us?
You could reach us at our site at theroadsweroam.com. We're also on Facebook, Pinterest, Instagram, and Twitter. And don't forget, I mentioned earlier, you can always download this version via podcast at
Spreaker.
Spreaker and iTunes.
Yep.
See, it's been a long day.
Yeah.
I haven't had
Well,
much
I still have to
caffeine.
edit this and get it up.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Get on it.
All right, guys.
All right.
Thanks.
Bye. Talk to you tomorrow.